Welcome back. As we saw in the previous tutorial, when we created a weapon, the weapon did not sit properly in the hands of the character. Let's switch to the scene view. Let's pause. Let's shrink these. So we have the character. The character has a hand bone. And here we have the axe attached to the bone. This is due to the fact that this character hand bone has a specific rotation of its own. The weapon has its own pivot. So how do we fix that? It's very, very simple. You equip the weapon, you pause the game, you find your weapon, and as you can see here you have pivot, you place the weapon where you want in your hand, when you're happy you select, and I can see that I screwed up because I moved this and not the actual thing. So let's do it again. Select main object, when you're happy with the position you select here, you add this position offset creator and you save the position as X right hand, since it's in the right hand. Now we can go here in the model tab, we can drag this to the right hand, and if now we go into play mode, and we keep the X is correctly in the weapon, on the hand. The same principle applies if we want to put the weapon in the left hand, or if we want to put the weapon on, for example, on the back. Let's do that. We can go here and say, where is it? Here. And say, okay, let's put the weapon on the back. And let's put it on the right shoulder. Now, if we go into play mode, we keep the head, the X is on the right shoulder. Again, same principle. It's attached to the right shoulder holder. Select the X. add a position offset creator. And when we go into play mode, the axe is now equipped on the back of the character in the right hand, and when we equip it, the animation is specific for that equipment point. The same mechanism applies, for example, if you have a sword that uses a holster, in which case you have a prefab for the holster, you have an offset for the holster, and so on and so on and so on. You also have controls for the spawn scale, because you might end up using models that have a scale of 1 on the root, but in the actual model they might have a scale of 100 or a scale of 0.01. So when you parent a weapon to a bone, it will inherit the scale of the bone, so you can use the local scale to increase it or decrease it to make it look the correct size. In the next tutorial we will look at item actions, but again, just to reiterate a point I made in the last tutorial, you can have spawn options per character so that the same weapon can be used for different characters. See you next time.